Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. Welcome to the webinar, The 60-Minute Trader. We'll learn about trading futures for lifetime of steady income. This webinar is going to be about 90 minutes long. If you have any questions during the webinar, please type it in the Q&A box, which you will find somewhere on the screen. And I will make sure to take them up one by one at the end of the presentation. As I said, it's going to be 90 minutes long, so be prepared to stay this long because you'll receive a lot of good information in these 90 minutes. Whether you are a new trader or not, you will understand and learn something that you haven't learned anywhere before. Grab a pen and paper, take notes or take screenshots because I'll be sharing a lot of important stuff. If you are already a trader, you'll definitely find those pieces of information very useful. Before I get started, I need to show this customary disclaimer that whatever I talk about is not a guarantee of performance. The financial performance varies by individual. So depending on each person's risk appetite, the results will also vary. So having said that, this presentation, the 60-minute trader, is going to be about Sliver Bullet trading system that has been developed within Sliver Trades. We believe it could be path to financial freedom if I use the way we explain here. And I am Rao K, the founder and architect of Sliver Bullet Trading System. The company Sliver Trades and the product is Sliver Bullet Trading System. And we are based in Chicago, Illinois. But before I get started, I want to start the presentation with a demo. Demo of the software that comes with Sliver Bullet Trading System. Because I figured that over a period of last 10 months since we launched this product and started to do the presentation, we figured that instead of waiting till the end and show you the demo, I show the demo of the software in the beginning and then again in the end. So I'll start with the demo and then come back to the presentation and give you the entire details, all the details about this system. Now, this is the Ninja Trader chart. We trade futures here, NQ, NASDAQ, futures, a December contract. We are going to trade. I have a special Renko chart on the screen, which we started to experiment with recently. And I'm going to use that to do the demo. And let me grab the timer here. I'm not going to go into a lot of details in this round of the demo of the software, but later in the second round of the demo, I'm going to give you all the details. This is just to show you what the software is capable of. All right. So here, I'm going to use yesterday's data. Yesterday was September 20th. And market opens at 8:30 a.m. Central. And I have set the timer. I have downloaded yesterday's data for NASDAQ and set the timer for 8:30, the market open. Every presentation so far, I have used the previous day's data. That's Friday's data at the market open, so that the results that I show is consistent. And here is the software that I'm going to load here. This is Sliver Bullet Pro version 2. I'm loading here. These are different settings which I will get into later in the presentation. I'm going to use certain settings. This is called ATM 123, automated trade management settings for 1 contract, then 2 contracts, and 3 contracts. And here I'm going to set loss parameters of 2500. I will explain later why I have set this to 2500, and I'm going to target a profit of a very high profit target, a $2,000. I will aim for $2,000 and see if the software is able to make me this amount. All right, and how long it takes. I'll enable the software, and these are the different buttons on the software for different trade management settings for different contracts. And these are automated long and short trading buttons. These are strategy buttons, and this is stop button, manual buy sell button, and there are other buttons. So what I'm going to do today is use a particular strategy called churn scalper. Again, it depends on the market conditions. So since I have set the market and it's 5 seconds since the market opened, and I see that market has been downtrending since yesterday about 2 p.m. It's been downtrending, and the market has opened below yesterday's close. So my bias is to go on the shorter side. So I'm going to go short, and I'll use a particular strategy called churn scalper, and I'm going to turn the software on and see how it takes trades automatically. So I can speed up the data feed here at the playback mode so that we can get trades faster. So I can speed up to the 100x or so. So here I want to show you one trade. A trade is going to happen when the price crosses above this green line. It has to go above the green line and then come back down, and that's when the trade happens. So waiting for the trade.
Order filled.
So the first trade took place here. The price went above the green line and started to come down, and the trade took place here. So the green bars are the target bars, and the red bars are the stop bars. And we'll see.
Order filled. Target filled.
So additional 2 contracts were placed, were shorted.
Target filled.
And you can see the profit that has been printed here, $436 and again $436. And from 2 trades, it's $873, and it's only 2 minutes 41 seconds since the market opened. My goal is $2,000, so I will wait. Again, the price will, when it goes above the green line and starts to come back down, I'll get a trade. So one more trade I got. Price went above the green line and started to come down, and I got a trade here. I'm going to increase the speed. So the first trade got stopped here. The first position got stopped. We hit the stop loss, but again, price went up, and I got one more trade here, 2 more contracts, and now this will exit for break even. Automatically, the target has been adjusted so that the trade can come out for break even without incurring too big a loss.
Target filled.
So the first trade incurred $338 of loss, but second trade made up for this loss and a little more. So it's $351 in the second trade. So I netted about $13 in the second trade. So the total amount is still about $886. I'm going to increase the speed now some more.
Order filled.
So one more trade I got.
Target filled.
So now this time it was a clean trade. It was $436. Total is $1,300. Again, price is
Order
going
filled.
up,
Target filled.
came down.
Target filled.
Again, $400. I'm close to my target at this moment. Ideally, I should stop. I don't want to give back any of the profits. So, but
Order filled.
since it's a demo,
Target filled.
and again, one more trade I got, and $436. The bot has stopped now. It's displaying the message total profit target reached and trade buttons disabled. So now it's not going to take any more trades because it reached the target of $2,000 that I set up for the session. So this is just to get the webinar started. So let's keep in mind this what we achieved, $2,000, and less than 20 minutes since the market opened. In 20 minutes, it made $2,000. So now I'm going to go back to the presentation and give you the logic, theory, and details of this system called Sliver Bullet Trading System. Now there are three parts. One is the education part, second is the demo, and third is the offer. So demo I covered briefly. I'm going to come back to the demo again. And first, the education part. Now, why we are doing all this? The 60-minute trader, path to financial freedom. So key here is financial freedom, right? This webinar is about freedom, especially financial freedom. We are not focusing on any other kind of freedom, emotional freedom or some other freedom. We are not focusing on only financial freedom. And let's define financial freedom. We would like to define financial freedom as a desire for making decisions without financial constraints. What does that mean? It means that we want to be able to travel freely, own a home, pursue our passions without thinking about the finances that's required to do all this. We do not want to have any kind of inhibitions. We want to be able to do what we want to do. And we believe trading could help achieve that financial freedom. But before we get started, let's look at trading as a business. Trading, what we are promoting, our style of trading is not gambling. It's not a get-rich overnight scheme. It's a disciplined act. You have to look at it as not as a hobby, but as a business. And when it's a business, it has two components: the cost component and the income component. Right. So let's first look at the cost component of this trading business. At the minimum, you need a computer. A computer costs about $1,500, give or take. A good one here I have taken. It doesn't mean that your $700 laptop won't work. That will also work. But eventually, our traders like to upgrade it to a more powerful computer, and a good computer for trading will cost you around $1,500, give or take. And there is no end to it, but I think that's a reasonable number. Then you need a high-speed internet, which could cost you anywhere from $60 to $100, somewhere $200. But we feel the internet that you get at around $75 will do the job. So $75 we have taken. And then to be able to do trading, you need real time data, live data, tick by tick, every second data. So that data feed could cost you anywhere from $12 to, say, $90. So we have taken a midpoint number, $50 per month, and so that's your data feed. Then trading platform. This is important because at a typical brokerage, a brokerage will allow you to buy and sell stocks. But for this kind of trading, which is basically a scalping or day trading, you need a platform which is a high-speed trading platform. And that kind of trading platform will cost you either a monthly subscription or a one-time fee. So the trading platform that we recommend costs one-time fee of $1,000. There are other trading platforms which could cost you anywhere from $70 to $90 per month, but what we use is $1,000 one time. So I've taken that as the cost of the business. Then next component, which is a big item, is the trading funds. To be able to trade, you need to put down some money. Not put down. You need money. You need to have money to buy stock and be able to sell. And any brokerage in the United States requires you to have at least $25,000 in the account to be able to do the kind of trading we do. That's day trading, which means if you are doing more than 4 buy and sell activities, round trip activities in a day in your account, you need at least $25,000. And trust me, $25,000 is not enough, but I have taken the smallest number that's requested by the brokerage firms to be able to do day trading. And then trading education. This is a key part. Most of the traders who get into stock market, they get into stock market because of ease of access. 30 years ago, stock market was not accessible to common people. Only the certified brokers or advisors had the access, a seat to be able to do trading. And after the internet boom, trading became accessible. So everybody opens an account with Charles Schwab or Ameritrade and think they are traders. But trading, it's not trading. It's just gambling. People are just sitting on a slot machine if they are just opening an account and doing trading. If trading requires serious education, serious experience, and without that, people are just wasting away their time and money. And unfortunately, that education is not taught in schools. It's not taught in colleges. People learn it from their, mentors or parents, or they learn the hard way by losing money, significant amount of money. What we have figured that a good trading education in the market costs anywhere from $12,000 to $50,000. We have explored all of them, and minimum is $12,000, give or take. And so I have taken the smallest number as the cost of trading as a business. Now, next is trading trade automation software. If you are doing day trading and you need to get in, you have to act like a sniper. You need to take the trades when the setup has formed and get out of the trade when your profit goal has reached. So if you do manually these things, you incur a lot of slippages. You could incur a lot of losses. A good software costs anywhere from $500 to $10,000 depending on the bells and whistles it has. So all these I have taken as the cost of doing this business. Now, what's the income potential? Again, I try to be ultra conservative. The smallest number that I could imagine that makes most easy for anybody anytime to make in stock market. If they spend 1 hour, that number I have taken. So $50 I have taken as the smallest possible number that you can make by spending 1 hour, even if you are ultra conservative in your choice of trades. This is doable. Now, is this enough? And is this good enough for the investment that we are going to make? We'll explore that. So let's look at the next slide. All right. So here we see that total cost is about $40,000 to $50,000. If we add all of these up, it's $40,000 to $50,000. And if you make $50 per day per hour by trading 1 hour, you can trade more, but our webinar is about, our program is about you being able to trade only 1 hour and enjoy your rest of the day. Otherwise, if you're tied to your chair, your computer for more than an hour or 90 minutes or even 2 hours, it's another day job for you. It's not financial freedom. You are again slave to another system. So, so 1 hour, 1 to 1.5 hours is what we imagine could take you to make $50. What does that mean? So that means you're making $1,000 per month because there are 20 days in a month, right? So about 1K per month you are making if you make $50 per day on an average. So now let's look at these numbers. Here it's 50K and here it's 1 month, 1K per month. And if you multiply this 1K per month by 12 for 12 months, you are making 12K per year. Now, let's compare these two numbers, 12K per year versus 50K one-time investment. Now, this 12K is about 25% of 50K. If somebody guarantees you, or not guarantees, somebody says that there is nothing is guaranteed. Even banks go bankrupt. The financial market, definitely there is a risk. So there is no guarantee here. But if somebody says that, they could give you a CD is more or less guaranteed, a 25% on an investment of 50K, you should take it, because CD is fairly safe up to 250K, because FDIC insures up to 250K. But we know CDs pay only 5% per year. But here we are talking about 25% return on one-time investment of 50K. Now, any other business, if you take a franchise, they ask you to put down 50K upfront, at least 50K. On an average, it could vary from 25 to 75K. So 50K on an average, they ask you to put down just to be part of their system, just to use their logo and promote it, as your franchise. So that's the investment you are looking at. Then there is a operations cost, which could be anywhere from 100 to 200K. You need to have in your bank to be able to pay for the salary of your employees for first 6 months, even before you expect to hit any revenue cadence. So we are looking at that kind of investment, and on top of that investment, if you make 25%, then it's a good business. But we are already here seeing that at $50 per day trading 1 hour, you are at that level. Why we have taken $50 per hour? We have taken $50 per hour because that's a nominal hourly rate. If you are an employee, say if you are an employee, you have 2,000 hours per year that you put in for your company. So 2,000 times 50 is $100,000. So average household income in the United States is less than $100,000. So if you are making $100,000, you are well above 50% of the people in the United States. So if you want to be above 250 or above 50% people in the United States, you need to be able to make at least $50 an hour. And if trading gives you $50 an hour, then that's a good average return. So these are the reasons for these numbers. Now, let me get to the next slide. So later in the presentation, I'm going to show you how it's possible to reduce this investment by 90% or to just 1/10, meaning if we can show you how to bring it below 5K one time, and then increase this 1K per month by 10x, 10 times, meaning 10K per month. or maybe more. one $5,000 one time and $10,000 every month. So this system is about being able to achieve this kind of numbers, and if we are able to achieve these kind of numbers, then we would think that we believe that that could be considered as financial freedom, because once you hit this, once you know the formula, once you understand how to achieve this number, there is no limit on the upside. You can scale your business, scale this trading business. So moving on to the next slide. All right. So let's understand the possibilities of trading business. First, you have to learn to trade, and learn means you have to put in proper effort. You have to become a serious business person here and learn the ropes. And learning to trade requires time and financial investment, because trading is complex and requires skills. There are no guarantees in trading. Just as if you start in a car from home and plan to go to Walmart, there is no guarantee that you would reach Walmart. I wish that you stay safe, everybody stays safe, everybody reaches Walmart or wherever they starts to go from home, but there is no guarantee, and that's the reality. So same way in trading also, there is no guarantee. And mostly because there are common trading mistakes people make again and again, and we'll explore those common trading mistakes. The trading mistakes people make is they try to trade anything, everything, anytime, without knowing what they are doing, without knowing what the risk parameters are, without knowing the return on investment and things like that. So to avoid those kind of costly trading mistakes, one should focus on high probability strategies only. So we teach high probability strategies, and if one focuses on those, their profitability increases. Then one should automate the trading process from identification of trade, identification of setup, till managing the trade, taking the profit, or managing the losses. All those should be automated as much as possible. Of course, there will be some human element where that's why the individual performances vary. Otherwise, if a bot could do everything, then everybody would have that bot. But it's not. Life is not like that. There is no holy grail. There is no perfect bot. But as much as possible, we need to automate the trading process. And very importantly, we need to trade with other people's money. All businesses, especially the big businesses, large mega businesses, enterprises, they run on other people's money. The owner does not put all their money. They use public money. That's why they issue shares. And same way with this business as well. It's important that we use other people's money. Otherwise, if we use our people's money, we'll most likely gamble it away, because when we use our money, our emotions come in the way. And when emotions come in the way, we make stupid mistakes during while we are on a trade. We'll either take early profits or hang on to a losing profit for too long. So it's important that we are emotion free while we are trading, and that emotion free state comes with using other people's money. Not that you can lose other people's money, but it's there is some kind of sort of detachment that happens, and with that detachment, the results improve. And lastly, and one of the most important aspects is about this, financial freedom, is to be able to generate money anytime, and but that anytime has to be the right trading time, right market. So if you are in the stock market, the trading time is about 8:30 a.m. Central to 3 p.m. Central, and if you have a day job, that's not the time you could be trading. People go to work, from there they log in and check the trades, they do buying and selling. but those are more like swing trading. Day trading requires your complete attention on the screen, and you need to block your 1 hour time to be able to focus. And if you have a day job, you won't be able to do that, especially with stock trading. And what's the answer? So the answer to that problem is futures. Trading futures, gives you opportunity to trade anytime, almost any time of the day, because futures market is open 23 hours a day, 5.5 days a week. Futures come in terms of contracts. Unlike shares, they are not counted as numbers. They are not. You cannot trade one. You do not trade one share or 100 shares or 1,000 shares. You share contracts. Contracts have underlying lots. Now it tracks indexes or certain number of shares underneath. But what you trade is trade contracts of futures. There's a lot of liquidity in futures market. It's not an exotic product. There are many people trade futures globally, so there is a lot of liquidity. You can control huge position with the contract with futures. Means you can make profit with just a small move in futures price, which also means that you could incur a huge loss if the market goes against you. So leverage cuts 2 ways, but by being safe, we can increase the potential of making profit quickly. Then futures are diversified across markets and asset classes. So we trade index futures or commodity futures. So those are diversified across different asset classes. Some examples of futures, especially those who are new, are like all you need to know is the symbol. The symbol for S&P 500 futures is ES. For NASDAQ, it's NQ. For Russell, it's RTY. Dow 30 is YM. Oil is CL. Crude oil is CL, and gold is GC. And for smaller players, there are also something called micro futures, which is 1/10 the size of minis. And those minis have the symbol of MES, MNQ, M2K, MYM, MCL, MGC. There are many more futures contracts, but in our business, we mostly focus on these. You can pick any that you like. Most of the time, the first two, S&P and NASDAQ, are the ones we trade most often. GC is also interesting futures that we trade. And there is the futures for Bitcoin as well, which is MBT. And we trade that sometimes, and we are coming out with a program for trading Bitcoins as well in near future. So all this is good. So how do we get started? Your journey starts with opening a futures trading account with one of the brokerage firms. Our preferred brokerage firm is NinjaTrader, and you open a futures account with NinjaTrader, install and access Sliver Bullet Pro, our software, on that platform, and you practice strategies that we teach in our training, as well as listed in Sliver Trades Academy, our online training portal. And here is the complete Sliver Bullet trading system, which has 6 paths to trading success, 6-step path to trading success. The first part I already covered. You install Sliver Bullet Pro software on NinjaTrader platform. Second, you practice the automated strategies of the software on a simulated account, because you need to become familiar with the platform. You need to become familiar with our software, all that stuff, the strategies, everything. So you practice that in a simulated account where you don't lose any money. Once you are familiar with the software and the platform, you sign up for a funded trading account. This step is basically you are trading using an evaluation account. There are companies that give you their own money for you to trade and make profit, but before they take risk and give you real account, they give you evaluation accounts. Evaluation accounts come for nominal monthly subscription, which could vary from $20 to $100 or in between. We have affiliation with several funding companies, and you can use our coupon to get a heavy discount on these evaluation accounts. More later on that, but here they want you to pass an evaluation. And how it works is, if they give you an evaluation, or if you buy an evaluation account of $25,000, what you have to do is you have to achieve about 5% of $25,000, or around $1,500 you have to achieve without incurring 5% or about $1,500 in losses. So it's slightly more than 5%. It's about 6%. So you achieve $1,500 without reaching $1,500 in losses, and you pass the evaluation. And our software helps in passing the evaluation in the sense, it automates trading. It keeps you on the right side of the market most of the time. And training that we provide kind of helps you decide whether to go long, whether to go short, whether to sit on your hands, when not to trade, when to trade, and all that stuff. So it makes life easy. And then once you pass the evaluation of that funding provider, you are eligible to get a paid trading account. Here you are paying a subscription, monthly subscription, and here you will be paying a one-time fee of about $150 to get the paid trading account. That's one time. So once you have the paid trading account, what you have to do is you have to build what we call as a risk buffer or a loss buffer. Not risk buffer, it's a loss buffer. You have to build a buffer of, say, $1,500 on a 25K account. Once you have built a buffer of $1,500, this is your loss buffer. Now, anything on top of it you can withdraw. Say you made $500 on top of it. Say you made $500 on top of it. You can withdraw 90% of it. 90% is yours, and 10% goes to the funding company. That's $50. $50 goes to the funding company because that's their business model. If they have a risk their money, they want some profit, as well. So for their risk, a 10% fee is nominal in my mind, and we should not grudge paying them the 10% because 90% is ours. Make $450 on top of it. Even if you make this in, say, in 1 month, you rinse and repeat this process, step number 3 and 4 and 5, and build a portfolio of funded accounts. You do not have to stop after making passing one evaluation. You can pass one more evaluation, get one more trading account, one more evaluation, one more trading account. You can make a portfolio of five accounts or 10 accounts or 20 accounts depending on the funding provider. Some providers let you make portfolio of up to 20 accounts, some only 5 accounts. And you can build a portfolio and trade parallelly across all your accounts, and you multiply your profit by that many number of accounts that you have. It's like acquiring rental properties. You acquire one rental property, put it on out for rent, you collect rent, and then acquire one more rental property, again put it out for rent and collect rent every month. That way, people who are in rental business, they build a portfolio of 10 properties, 20 properties, 50, 100. They have a chain of rental properties. So that kind of business model it is. Once you have a funded account, you build a portfolio of funded account, and that's when the magic happens. Once you know this formula, once you have done it once, you know how to do it again, second time, then the third time, then fourth time, and then that's how over a year or so you build a portfolio of accounts. So that's why it's a business, it's a scalable business. You have to put the dedication of doing it as a business, not gambling. Now, what are the features of Sliver Bullet Trading System? The system comes with a software which can take trades in a trending market, reversing market, sideways market, all types of markets, because it has strategies, built-in strategies. We teach in which market what strategy to use. And then it has automated scale in and scale out. This is very important. If you remember, those who joined the presentation in the beginning itself, when I gave the demo, they saw the second trade incurred a loss before it came out for break even. And how did it do it? It did it by adding more contracts, basically scaled into the position, added more to the contract, moved the target to an average price or break-even price of the position, and scaled down and closed the position. So automatically it did it, and a losing position, a loss-making position, came out for profit because of this feature. So that's built in, and this feature wasn't there when we launched the software, but we added it later. In January this year we added, and that was a very, very important feature of the software that we added. And then real-time performance monitoring. What I mean by that is, you get to see what's happening in your trade on one screen. On just one chart, you can know how many trades you have taken, how many positions are currently open, what's the unrealized profit, what's the realized profit, how many contracts you are trading, which account you are trading, all that information in one screen. So how it helps? It eliminates the need for a huge setup. You must have seen pictures like a trader sits with 10 screens around him. You don't need all that. We have tried to simplify the whole business as much as possible. If you're trading at home, we recommend, though not mandatory, but it's highly recommended that you have one more screen, attached to your laptop or desktop. So total 2 screens. But if you're on the road, which leads to our point of financial freedom, if you are on the road, you will not be carrying 2 monitors. You'll be just carrying a laptop. And if you are trading from a beach, where I am assuming you have a high-speed internet connection, which was shown in the picture in the beginning, which exemplified financial freedom. Suppose that's the situation, you can afford to have only a laptop, in a resort, maybe you're trading from, and all that you can use is one platform, one chart, and our software shows you everything that you need to know of relevance on one screen. So that's why real-time performance monitoring on one screen is an important feature aspect. And then assistance in trading funding programs, as I mentioned earlier, we have affiliations with some good funding providers, and we use them ourselves, and we have we'll provide discounted codes for if you purchase evaluation accounts through them. And training and live demos we provide, so you become a proficient traders and learn by watching us how we do it. We have YouTube channel where we have a lot of live demos. You can check it out. The YouTube channel is, you can search for Sliver Bullet Trading System in YouTube, and you will find our YouTube channel. So we have resources for our traders to learn by watching. Now let's understand a little bit about understanding market. I just didn't want to give you the business model here, but I also want to give you some insights into how to read the market. So there are basically two market conditions, I would say: trending or sideways. There are only two types of markets. And if you break down the trending market, it could be uptrending market or it could be downtrending market, right? These are two types. And then sideways market, it could be sideways market. Okay. Even in an uptrending market, the uptrending market could be making swings and moving up. The downtrending market could also be excuse me, could also be making swings and moving down. And the sideways market could be in a very narrow range, almost flat, moving like this. So let me number them: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So what we teach our traders is we ask them to watch out for market condition number 4. Our software can trade in any of these market conditions, any of these conditions: trending, sideways, swinging, all types of markets. But we teach, we recommend that, especially when they are new, not to trade this kind of market. When it's flat, it's not moving anywhere. It just, the price is as one continuous narrow band line. The reason for that is, when it's flat for a long time, what it will do, it will eventually break out, and in our experience, in fact, 90 to 95% of breakouts fail. Say a new trader buys the stock here when it has broken out to the upside. When they buy, they put a stop loss here, and since the breakouts fail, this swing back to the range, into the range, and sometimes go up the other side as well. It takes the stop. Now the trader thinks that, okay, it was a fake move. They kind of short here, put a stop here, and market moves on them again and takes this stop as well. So one stop here, two stops here, and the trader has incurred losses, and maybe for the daily trading budget, and he sees the market go up thereafter, and he doesn't have the budget and the courage, and he's emotionally depleted as to what happened. And these things happen so fast that he doesn't have time to react or adjust and things like that, and he feel gimmicked, and so that's why we recommend that in the beginning, especially, you avoid trading in this kind of market. Now, this is a more cleaner picture, so it's important that you recognize when market is flat and avoid this kind of market. Now, to give you an example of how this market looks like, this market number 4, flat market number 4, which you must avoid, especially when you are new. This is a chart. I don't know what instrument it is. Most likely it is NASDAQ. Here you see it's in a very narrow range here, and then it broke out. So if you can see on the screen, there is a very faint wick to the top side. So it means this bar was once green, went up all the way here before losing all its greenness and turning into red and going down all the way here. So if somebody bought the stock or the instrument at the breakout and placed the stop here, this stop was taken, and then if that person shorted here, placed the stop here, and when the market reversed, it took this top as well. So this is a classic example, and it happens again and again all the time. And so we recommend that that you avoid this kind of um, uh, market condition. Now, this is the most important slide of this presentation. This is our signature take on the market. We call this slide the market DNA. This is important in the sense, in our experience, market mimics life, because market is made of people. It's made of human being. Our humans emotions transfer over to the market. Market is nothing but the reflection of human emotion. Human emotion comprises of greed and fear, especially when it comes to finances. So greed and fear is visible or imprinted, has the market has the footprint of human um, greed and fear all over the place, right? So that's why we say, market mimics life. Life, as you know, made out of DNA, and DNA is the smallest building block of life. Whether it's plant life, animal life, human life, we all are made of DNA, and, dinucleic acid, or whatever the full form of DNA is that we studied in high school books, biology books. And the shape of human DNA is double helix, if you remember. This is the shape, double helix shape. So in our experience, when we understood that a market mimics life, then we set out to understand the DNA of the market. What's the basic foundational element of market or the market's movement? So as we observe that market moves in this fashion. Market goes up, pulls down, and then moves up again. Market goes down, pulls back up, moves down again. The movement may not be this pointy, but if we average the movement down, it's like this inverted S curve. The market moves in this curve fashion. And if we connect this DNA element of market movement, we can connect the elements like this: goes up, down, goes up, goes down. And similarly, it can come down this way, making, So if we join all the DNA elements, we get this kind of movement. So this movement is not enough. Now, DNA is not enough. Body has to have a structure. So similarly, market has to have structure. It has to have a context. To understand the context, we use two moving averages, 21 moving average and 233 moving average. Simple moving average. We don't use any exotic moving average. Simple is enough. So if you put context, if you put skeletons and bones and muscles, we get a shape like this. So this line is 21 SMA, 21 period moving average. If you are using 1 minute chart, every point in this line is an average of last 21 minutes, and every point on red line is an average of last 233 minutes if you are using 1 minute chart. So that's the meaning of moving average, if someone who does not know what moving average is. So if we put that in context, we get this shape. Price or the moving average moves away. 21 moving average moves away from 233 moving average and comes back to 233 moving average. Price move away from 21 SMA and then comes back to 21 SMA. So like this way. So this movement happens again and again. And why we call this 233 SMA as a river. river, we call it river. Imagine river of civilization, river of life or river of civilization, because human life depends on water, or in fact any life, all plant life, animal life, depends on water. As we have understood from history studies, or civilizational studies, all major civilization have risen around a major water body or a river, a flowing river. So animals move away from the river but come back to the river for their watering needs. Human uh, all major civilizations have risen around rivers. Uh, Animals go on for grazing or hunting away from the river, but they eventually have to come back to the river. So same way, same analogy applies to the market as well, because market uh, you know imitates life. That price moves away, moving average, a smaller moving average moves away from the larger moving average, but it has to come back. It moves away, but it has to come back. So same observation. And one might ask, what's the secret behind these numbers, 221 and 233 SMA? We have chosen these numbers out of many numbers is because these numbers are Fibonacci numbers. Fibonacci numbers. Fibonacci numbers are a series of numbers, named after an Italian mathematician, um, which these numbers are found in nature. The petals of the flower, the ratio of inside petal versus the outside petal, the seashells, the lines in the seashell, the layers in the seashell, and so many other things in nature follow Fibonacci series. A set of numbers that is defined um, uh, in a Fibonacci series. So Fibonacci, the mathematician, observed these ratios in nature and put those numbers in a series and came up with a formula of how that series forms, and how the numbers add up. So we have taken these two numbers from Fibonacci series because, again, market mimics life, and we thought that it's appropriate to use Fibonacci numbers, which are basically from life or nature, right? So that's the reason for these numbers. Now notice that we have used these numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 throughout this chart. These numbers are the numbers from the previous chart, different 6 market conditions. So now market condition number 1, which I drew in the previous slide, was like this. Or market condition number 2 was making swings and going up. Market condition number 3 was making swings but staying sideways. Market condition number 4 is a sideways market, narrow market. 5 was downtrending market. 6 was downtrending market with swings. So I have placed all these moments on this chart, on this market DNA picture. With this, you can know that if price has gone up, it has to come down. If it has gone down, it has to go up to meet 233 SMA. Just with this knowledge, your trading should change. Here on, you should not be making losses. If you have been trading and if you have been making losses, this knowledge itself should improve your trading significantly. Of course, you have to do some risk management and all. Those are the higher aspects of trading as business. But this should give you enough directional sense, should serve as a GPS for your trading journey. Now, one could ask that how do I know that market has gone up enough and it's now time for it to go down? Or how can I know that market has gone down enough, it's time to go up now? Or is it going to continue going down instead of going back up to 233 SMA? How would you know that? So to know the answer, we again looked at the nature, observed the societal patterns. societal behavior. It's social psychology. So as you have seen, we have used physics. As things go up, they fall back. We used biology, understand the DNA of the market. We used uh, history, civilizational history, to understand that the markets, or the life, or the animal, even animal behavior moves away from water, but it has to come back to water or to river. And now we are using the societal behavior as well, sociology as aspects as well, to understand the market. So you see, we have used a multi-discipline, knowledge to understand the market, and that's what we teach our traders as well. And this webinar is, I'm sharing all this for free. From here on, you should be able to change the way you look at the market or life in general. So life is a multidisciplinary approach, and once you understand different aspects of life, it looks more beautiful. Now, to answer the question, how do I know when the market will make a turn? Again, we'll look at life. Look at the highway. A car is driving on a highway. And say there is an intersection. It's a clover here. So it's a clover intersection. And what happens, at the intersection? A car could stop at the intersection for its gas fueling needs, for food. It might have some restaurant, or for rest. It could have some motels or hotels at this intersection. So every intersection you find gas station, a restaurant, and a hotel, right? And at a distance, there could be billboards showing that, in 2 miles there is an exit, there is a McDonald's or a Subway, or a Holiday Inn, or a Motel 9. So you'll see, or Shell gas station. So you'll see a sign here. So the driver is prepared to make a stop, take the exit, and do whatever, to refuel, to continue its journey, or just to make a turn here, to go to change the highway, go to the new different direction, or just stop and grab a bite, or rest for the overnight, for the night, for if he's been driving a long distance. So he sees the sign and takes action accordingly. So in these intersections, what happens? What happens in this intersection is a heavy exchange. These intersections are nothing but exchange for money and service, money and some service. So money changes hands for service. Service could be gas or food or rest, right? So heavy exchange is happening. Money is changing hands. The same way, in these turns, a heavy exchange happens and market is sideways again. Heavy exchange happens and market is sideways again. Let me draw it in a different color. Heavy exchange happens, market sideways, market sideways. So if you see, the market condition number 3 repeats. So this is your visual sign. This is your billboard that an exchange is going to happen. Market is sideways, it's not moving up, or market is sideways, it's not moving down. And once this exchange happens, you are prepared for the market. And exchange has to happen for some time. It's not that one exchange happened and it's going to make a turn. Exchange is like it's staying there and not making upside move or downside move anymore. And you know that it's going to make a turn, and that's the time to short the trade or buy your position here and take the move up to this river. This is the river. Do it, repeat it again and again, and you have income for life. Let this sink in, guys. This is very important. This is very powerful. So all this is, put all this knowledge together, and this is not taught in schools and colleges. People don't look at things this way, and they keep losing money. So here on, if you have been trading, just keeping these things in mind should improve your trading results. To show it with the neat diagram, this is how it looks. You can take a snapshot, a picture, and keep it handy when you trade next. And then this is another neater picture, same stuff. And here I'm showing a real chart to as an example for what I just explained. So here this is 21 SMA. Oops. This is 21 SMA, and this is 233 SMA. So here you see 233 is angled upside. So in the previous chart, I had shown 233 is almost flat, right? But I showed the shape of the DNA, but not the orientation of the DNA. So orientation could be this way also, to keep in mind. And here, market went up, and then see, it became sideways for an extended period of time. And here, came down and touched 233 SMA, just touched, kissed it, drank from the hose or river, and started to move back up. Is it not beautiful? Just went there. So all you have to do is take a trade here somewhere, or even here. Even if you take a trade here and reach to this level, this much movement is enough for a decent living, to create wealth. This much movement enough. You cannot capture the entire market. You cannot buy low, sell high at every swing. All you need is a swing of this size every day. And this size is about 10 points or 40 ticks. 40 ticks if you can capture on a NASDAQ. 40 ticks every day. That's all you need. 40 ticks, by the way, of NASDAQ contract is $200. $200, with just one contract. And with two contracts, it will be $400. In the demo, I had used two contracts to show you the demo. So this much movement is all you need, and this much movement can be achieved in this was a 30-second chart. So let me see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12, maybe 15 minutes. 15 minutes, this kind of move can be achieved. Of course, this is just I'm showing an example how much time it took to reach that. But using the software, you take small profits and keep getting out, keep getting in, keep getting out, keep getting in. It's not that you wait for 15 minutes. Our scalps last for few seconds, often less than a minute. So this just to give you an example, the time duration and all that, put everything in context, the money value of this movement and all that. Now, so 21 SMA, 233 SMA, I have explained. This is market condition number 4. This is market condition number 3. And this movement that you captured is market condition number 6. Again, then this went in the unwanted range. These are the ranges we like to avoid trading. So this is just to give you an example. So next slide. Now, how to put all this together? A software helps. Software Sliver Bullet trading system can automate a lot of things. Gives you precision, accuracy in your trading. Those who joined in the beginning saw the demo of the software. I'm going to give the same demo again. Not the same demo. I'll use maybe. Let me see. What shall I do? So those who joined late, I just want to tell them that in the beginning of this presentation, I did this demo using the software and showed how this software made $2,000, which I set up as the target for the session, in about 20 minutes. In less than 20 minutes. Market opened at 8:30, and by 8:49, 51 seconds, it reached the goal of $2,000. It doesn't happen every day, every time. It's just a demo again, guys. It's not guarantee. No way anything in this presentation is a guarantee. That's a statutory warning here. But the possibilities, I'm showing the possibilities. Now, how you put it into use after learning from us, getting the training from us, and using this tool, all depends on you. I'm showing the possibilities here. So once again, I'll give a demo of the software. This is the software I loaded, and let me load it again. What I'll do is today I'm going to continue trading. I'll continue trading from here again. This is the software Silverblade Pro. These are different ATM settings that we use, and here I inputted a loss parameter of $2,500. This max loss I put as $2,500 because we usually use 50K account from our funding providers, and 50K account allows 5% of loss buffer, which is $2,500. So if you hit the 2,500 loss, that account is closed. But if you make $3,000 in profit in that account, you'll pass the evaluation and you'll be eligible to get the funded account from where you can trade and draw money from. And I set up the profit target of 2,000. Usually we recommend target for $500 to $600 per day, not more than that. But to show you the demo, I set the profit target of $2,000. Enable the software and reloading the software, because the bot stopped after reaching $2,000 in profit. So I want to reload the software. It's reloaded. Now these are the different ATM settings which you can understood as a loss and target profit target parameters, and the number of contracts. So ATM 1 trades with 1 contract, 2 with 2 contracts, 3 with 3 contracts. I usually like to use 2 contracts. And long and short, these are the automated trading buttons. It will either take long trades or short trades. You can take both types of trades as well, which we recommend not to, because market is usually a one directional trade. We should not trade on both sides. But if someone is interested, I can show demo on both sides also, to just ask for it. And these are different strategies. We have about 5-6 strategies using these buttons, that we can use for different market conditions. The stop button, this is the most important button, because if any reason you think that the software has taken a trade, but that's a wrong trade, press the stop button, close it. Whatever loss it is, just take it and move on. Emotion-free trading, take a stop loss and move away, even before the software hits the stop loss, because we play with a huge stop loss, so so that we can scale in and scale out. But if you think that's not the right trade, just hit the stop button. In addition to automated trading, we also have manual trading buttons. These buy sell buttons are the manual trading buttons, and here we have a Fibonacci chart, which converts a time-based chart to an Fibonacci chart. Fibonacci chart makes it more cleaner visually to look at. But on Renko chart and Fibonacci chart looks the same. I have used a Renko chart here, so it's not you won't understand the difference much. Scale in, as I mentioned, it will automatically scale in and scale out. You can turn it off. In that case, it will not scale in, scale out. We have also added a new feature for auto stop adjustment. It will narrow down the stop loss automatically as well if market is not going in the right direction. And then the aggressive mode. Aggressive mode is another feature. We have default is defensive mode. So I had used this churn scalper and short trades because market opened below yesterday's close. So we made $22,000 in first 20 minutes. I'm going to start from where I had left earlier and let the timer go. We used yesterday's data. Yesterday was September 20th. September 20th at market open 8:30 we started, traded till 8:49 in the previous demo. Now I'm going to continue from here. So this strategy takes trade when price has moved above this green line, which is 21 SMA, and starts to move down. That time it takes a short trade. So it just took a short trade, and when it hits this green stick, it books the profit. If it hits the red stick, it incurs a loss. So here you see all the statistics as to what account you are trading in, what's the color of the position. It's a short trade, so it's a red block here. Unrealized profit is negative $45. Quantity is 2, and realized PNL is 0. This is because it's the first trade. Total trades are 0 so far. All that information, real-time monitoring, you get to see here.
Order filled.
So one more trade, one more scale-in happened, and even when you are profiting, it could scale in and give you what I should say, a higher profit, because if you are going in the right direction, you should make the most out of it. So
Target filled.
so target close.
Target filled.
So two trades in one direction. After price moved above 21 SMA and started to come down, it took one trade here, then second trade here. First trade to $436, second trade $436. So total $800 since we started. And we are aiming for $2,000 of profit. So market has been trending down. It has to pull back about 21 SMA for us to get a trade. It won't trade until that condition is met.
Order filled.
So
target filled. Stop filled.
So it got
Order
stopped.
filled. Target filled.
So here it got stopped. It made a loss of $363, but it scaled in and made a profit of $300. But second one made a loss of $43. So net we made a loss of $100 here. So that's why profit went down from 800 to about 700. So let's continue. Yesterday market went down quite a bit, so it's continuing to go down. So unless there is a pull back to the upside, the software won't take a trade.
Order filled.
So again,
target filled. Order filled.
So scale-in happened and break even. So in the first trade, I got a profit. In the first contract, but the second contract, it did not hit the stop loss, but it pulled back. So a scale-in happened, and it closed the first trade for almost break even. $13, negative $13 I consider as break even, but the second trade I got a profit of $161. So I'm up $900 now. I'll increase the speed so we are done with the demo sooner.
Order filled.
So one more trade.
Order filled.
This was in a good position.
Target filled. Target filled.
So from two trades, some $872. Again, I'm very close to my target of $2,000, $1,794 now. At this moment, ideally, I should stop. I should not be too greedy. If I'm aiming for $2,000, if I reach about $1,800, I should stop. But it's a demo. I'm going to
Order
show
filled.
you the
Target filled.
capabilities.
Target filled.
All right. So this trade was also good. $400 again. Trade buttons disabled. The software stopped. The message is displaying total profit target reached. So, and here we reached $2,231. So let's note down this number here. Let's note down $2,000, 20 or say 2,200. And when we started at 8, the second session. We started at 8, if I remember correctly, 8:39. And it's about an hour, 2 minutes, about 60 minutes, 60 minutes. First 2,000 was made in 20 minutes, but those who joined late did not see the first demo. In about 60 minutes since the start, it made $2,200. So let's keep that number in mind and go back to the presentation. So $2,000 or $2,200, and let's go back to our business model here. Trading business, what we had set out with, we set out with this number, $50 per day. But in the software, we just saw that it made $2,200. So is it okay for me to increase my expectation to $100 per day by trading 1 hour? I'll trade 1 hour, but can I make $100 per day? Yes, I think I can make $100 per day, because just now I saw a demo of that the software made $2,200. So some days it could make loss, some days it could make profit. So I can increase my expectations from $50 per day trading 1 hour to $100 per day per hour trading 1 hour. What it means is per month I could make 2K now, 2K per month, and $50,000 of investment, 2K per month, or 48K per year. No, sorry, 24K. 24K per year. 50K investment, 24K per year means 50% return on investment. All right. Let's look at the number. As I had promised, we are going to reduce these numbers to 1/10. That is 5K of investment, and since I had assumed $100 per day, and this becomes 2K per month, right? And if I have scaled the business to 10 funded accounts, which will not happen overnight or in a month or in a quarter, it will take several months. You have to scale one after the other. Each account, a good trader will get funded one account at least per month, and slowly you can increase the speed by trading parallelly across multiple evaluation accounts. So 10 funded accounts means times 10, this is $20,000, 20K per month. So one-time investment of $5,000, 20K per month for rest of your life. Where the rest of the life your eyesight is good and hands are moving. You can make just by trading 1 hour per day. This is a possibility, guys. This is a possibility if you do it right way. Treat it as a business. Worship the market. Don't gamble. Take it seriously. Learn your ropes. It is possible. It is doable. So now 10 accounts simultaneously. Even if you consider $50 per day per account, but trade 10 accounts simultaneously, it's $10,000 per month. If you make $100 per day per account, it will be $20,000 per month or $240,000 per year. This is a possibility, and I have based this number on the basis of certain assumptions, hourly rate, as well as I just showed you through the demo that 2200 was possible in a session with 2 contracts. When you are trading, you go conservative as possible, as conservative as you are comfortable, and pick up crumbs every day. $50 is a small change now. $100 is a dinner money these days for 2 people. Not even with you may not get a drink. Steak dinner will cost you even more. So $100, aim for small numbers. Of course, nobody stops you from making $600 per account, $650 per account. Nobody stops you. You are free to design your business. This is just a template that I have given you, just a model that I have given you. Now, this is how it looks, when you trade multiple accounts. Here again, this is example from our own account. These are like different types of accounts, $50,000 account, $25,000 account, $150,000 account. And we trade parallelly, and I have sorted these numbers in an ascending order, and smallest numbers, ignore them, large numbers, ignore them. Take the numbers somewhere in the middle, about $100. Aim for about $100 per account per day. Trade 1 hour, we trade 90 minutes, give or take. Plan 60 minutes to 1.5 hours, maybe 2 hours, and then scale this. Across number of accounts, you can trade and trade profitably. So this another day, the day when market was not favorable, we did not take too much of risk. We did not trade all our accounts, only certain number of accounts we traded, and aim for like $20, $30, $50, like that. Ignore the large numbers here. So even if you make $50, some days I would say just be happy with $50. Some days just don't trade, sit on your hands. You don't have to make money every day. So this system, this software, especially Sliver Bullet Pro, acts as training wheels or the guide rails in a bowling alley. It prevents you from falling. You can still fall. Even automated car like Tesla can hit some can have accident if you don't handle it properly. Even with training wheels, you can fall if you put more weight on one side. You can throw the ball outside the guide rails if you have the power, of course. But point is, software acts as a training wheel. Once you have learned the skill, the ropes, and then you perhaps won't need training wheels. I would say, when it's the software is not just about the trade management or scaling. It's also about the accuracy and preciseness. You cannot time. You cannot get that accuracy and precision with finger, pressing the button. Software will always be more efficient and faster than human finger. So that's how that's the purpose of the software, the training wheels or the guide rails. Now, these are the certificates. Once you pass an evaluation from a funding provider, they send you a certificate that you have passed the evaluation for the particular account size. Like this one is a 50K account, you have passed the evaluation. They sent all these certificates are from our company, the real certificates. It has the date when we passed those evaluations. So from different funding provider. In July, these are certificates from July and June and July. These are the certificates from August. This is a 250K account. So this way, you know that you are making progress, and advanced techniques and all we teach in our training. So let me wind up the presentation now. This is a decision time. I'll take maybe 5 minutes more. Is this for you? That's the most important question, right? You have been with me so far 1.5 hours. Thank you so much. But still the question is it for you? It's not for you if you have a safe job for life. You know, because you have safe job for life, you don't have to worry about anything else. You have financial freedom virtually. And if it's a decent paying job, of course, you don't have to worry. And if you have a huge source of passive income, if you have a inheritance, you have put the money in some annuity, and you are getting annuity every month. You don't need any other income. You don't have to spend even 1 hour doing the trading, because trading will require you to spend some time every day. In that case, if you have a huge passive income, you don't need this. Or if you are happy with your current financial situation and your future, because happiness is a state of mind. Money can help, but it's not everything. Money cannot buy happiness. So it's a state of mind. If you are already in that Zen state, that you have achieved enlightenment, which I have not, which many of us have not, then you are in a happy state already. You don't need this system. But if you want to control your financial future by spending only 60 to 90 minutes a day, you need Sliver Bullet trading system. And one thing I missed, certainly it's not for those who are looking for a get-rich overnight scheme, because it's a business. You have to spend an hour a day. It doesn't mean that you cannot take vacation. You can take as much vacation as you want if you have made enough money to pay for the vacation. So it gives you the flexibility and freedom, this trading business. So what are your options now? You've been with me for 90 minutes, but you can still drop it. Maybe you want to do some other stuff. You want to, trading is not for you, may not be, do not want to sit in front of the computer even for 1 hour, and you can still drop it. No issues with that. Or you can delay it. You liked it, loved the presentation, but you want to delay it. But that's not a great idea, because you have already delayed it. If you are in this presentation, it means you have delayed it because it was not taught in schools and colleges, and maybe you made losses. You did not figure out the disciplined way of doing things. So any further delaying will delay things or delay your financial independence further. You can figure it out all by yourself. Most of you all smart people. If you have already traded, whatever I taught, shown you, maybe 80% you already know. Maybe I hope I contributed 20% to your knowledge. 80% you had already known. The rest 20% you can figure out by yourself. It's possible. But trust me, it will take you time. It took us time to develop this software. We started to develop this software in 2020 and released it only in November 2023, because we wanted to test. We wanted to find the right model. We wanted to build in the necessary stuff in this entire program, funding and all that, before we could be in a position to offer it to any of our clients. Because just software alone cannot do things. Just the business knowledge alone cannot do things. Just the funds cannot do thing for you. Is a combination of all three, and no other program offers that. You can opt for some other program, do your market research, but in our research we haven't found any program in the market which offers all three, like the software, the education, the funding, all in one place. Here we are providing you all these in one place. So the final option is you go for Sliver Bullet trading system. And how much would it cost? This is the retail price before the discounts that I'm going to show in the next slide. Two versions, light version and pro version. If all of our customers have purchased pro version only, because it is a complete software. It has all the features, and it comes with training and handbook and the support that you need. But we are offering discount. We are running promotion, 30% on Sliver Bullet Pro, 10% on the light version. And the pro version is, as I mentioned, the goal is to bring the cost of trading below $5,000. So this brings the cost below $5,000, to 4,200. And you get access to Sliver Trades Academy. You will receive 4 weekly group training sessions where I will personally teach you everything about about the software and the strategies and the funding program and how to go about trading, and followed by 4 weeks of support where you will answer any questions about the software or the trading strategies. Not that after 4 weeks we will not answer your questions, but the newer customers will get priority, and we might get delayed in responding to your questions, but the support is going to be available. Uh, so purchasing this also gives you what we call a silver lining offer. Could be a silver lining to add silver lining to this whole offer. We named it Sliver Lining, and it's available till tomorrow. If you purchase it by tomorrow, we'll give you a free 50K evaluation account. We pay for the first month's subscription for that one account, which will have $2,500 of max drawdown. And if you reach $3,000 of profit, you can convert into a paid account. That paid account, as I mentioned in the beginning of the presentation, it costs about $150 that you pay to the funding provider. These subscriptions and the payments cover for the data fee. You don't have to pay for the data fee or anything. This fee covers the data fee, basically, and the access to the platform and the funds. And those who are going to purchase by tomorrow, we are going to launch Bitcoin trading strategy, which you will get for free. This we plan to offer it at $1,500, but you get it for free if you go for it. And these are the features of 50K account. And to start your journey, what you have to do is you have to visit the website slivertrades.com and use this coupon launch30. So I'm going to walk you through the website. It's slivertrades.com. We are having some problem on a mobile phone. It's like mobile phone logo is not very clear, but if you want to check out on your mobile phone, you can do that. All you have to do is scroll down or click software, and you purchase this Sliver Bullet versions, 2 versions. You click on Buy Now button, and it will open up your the page for you to add this item to the shopping cart. And before proceeding, read this agreement, because after the purchase, you will be signing the agreement and we'll be noting down your computer's MAC ID. This software is licensed to one person for one machine. So we'll have to note down your MAC ID to provision the license for the software. So that's the reason you read the agreement, and then add this to the cart, the shopping cart, and then once you have added, you should get an option to sign in as a guest or sign up for the account. You log in as a guest. You don't have to create an account here, and then you check out, and here you go log in as guest. You can click on login as guest, and then apply the coupon launch30 if it's not already applied, and you get it for $4,200. So going back to the presentation, that's how you're going to make a purchase. And once you make a purchase, you'll get a welcome email with all the steps for installing the software and the schedule for the training. And you will also get an email for access to the Sliver Trades Academy. So Sliver Trades Academy has lessons, all these lessons and curriculum and videos for you to watch. Our past videos are here. Some training videos are also there. So you'll go through all this, and we'll also cover them in our live training sessions. What else we have? For those fast fingers, I have special for you only for today. We are taking extra 10% off. So total 40% off for this software. So $3,600 this offer is for. So now, even if you have to buy a new computer, So add $1,500 for new computer, it will be $5,100. As I had promised, my goal was to bring the cost down to 5,000 or less. So depending on the computer that you want to buy, we allowed them some room for you to buy computer as well. So below 5,000 or maybe close to 5,000, a little over 5,000, you will get the whole thing set up. So all you pay us is $3,600. It's your choice whether you want to buy a computer or not. You'll be buying that yourself. We don't provide computer or sell computers. Maybe I should consider selling computers also if there is enough demand. But we have put ideal computer configuration in our training academy. So if you join, you'll know. But whatever computer you have, that should work initially for your first few months. So any questions you may have, I'll be happy to answer. Otherwise, here is the contact details. So let me take Q&A. Yes, so I see some questions. Is it the VPS? Is it the VPS? Sorry, I don't know what you meant by VPS. Is the evaluation account passed through the Silver Bullet trading software? Yeah, so you can pass the application through a Silver Bullet trading system. It's not a guarantee. Here the software has pre-built strategies. The software has customizable ATMs, which means profit targets and loss levels. It will automate your trading. It will help you pass the trading, but it's not a guarantee for passing the trading. It increases the probability of passing the trading, if I have to answer it that way. Yeah, it increases the probability. It's because it's a high probability strategies it trades with. Yeah, it's always helpful. It's I would say it's at least 50% faster than you using any other method of passing. Is this the VPS? I don't understand the question, so if you can clarify, I'll be happy to answer. Any other questions? So I don't see any other question. Yeah, so question is trial. No, I'm sorry. We don't offer any trial. At this moment, there is no trial. The reason is there is it's a combination of three things, right? As I mentioned, the software, the process, and the funding. If any of these three elements is missing, you won't be profitable. It won't work. So it takes us time to teach you. It takes us 4 weeks of training to teach you the software, the platform, how to look at the market. So again, if you are assuming by looking at it that software alone has made the profit, then no. If I had to show you again, there is a reason why I had taken short trades only here. If I had taken only short trades, not the long trades, right? So this is the way. This comes with the experience and the training as to what trade to take, what trade to take, what kind of trade to take. Because without knowing what you are doing, your success will be half baked. So even if I give you for trial the software and you'll see that it's not working for you, you will lose faith in it. So it's important that you attend the course, use the software, use the funding, or the combination of all this puts you on the right side of profit. So so that's why we are not offering this for a trial, because we don't want to give you an impression that only software makes you the profit. It's a complete system. Hope I answered the question. And 100% of risk on our side. Yes, 100% of risk on your side, I would request you to look at it this way. The education that you are going to get, I assume, first of all, thank you very much for sticking till now, because I assume you derived some value from this presentation. What I showed you, the market DNA, right? Even if you don't use it for day trading, even if you apply that knowledge, even if you apply that education, 4-week education that you're going to get on your 401k, I'm assuming you have an IRA or 401k from your job, even if you apply on your long-term investment, it will be knowledge that you can apply to much better returns in your investment. So if you look at it this way, it's not 100% risk. Even if you don't use the software, don't do day trading, the knowledge alone will last you for your life. This market will not change. Market was the same, behaved the same 100 years ago. It will behave the same 1,000 years from now. So this knowledge you can apply on anything, any type of investment, swing trading, day trading, investment, long-term investment, anything. How to buy, how to sell. Even if you are in doing a bartering engagement contract with anyone, there is a pattern to know when the price is low, when the price is high, when to buy, when to sell. So, and unfortunately, that is not taught in schools and colleges. So don't look at it as risk you are taking. You are investing in knowledge, if not anything else. So hope and that makes sense. And remove all of them during the trial. Only training for the tool itself, nothing else. Only training for the tool, nothing else. Mr. Send me an email. Send me an email. Tell me what you are trying to do from it. Maybe you are. Looks like based on your question, you are an experienced trader. I want to understand your needs. Send me an email as to what you are looking for, and if I think you can make the right use of the software, I could consider giving it for a trial. But if I feel that you do not have the necessary knowledge to use it the right way, perhaps giving it for trial will be waste of my time as well as your time, for sure. So please, I want to learn more about you and your needs. Send me an email, and maybe after that, after you send an email, we'll have a quick call to understand your needs. So yeah, no, I understand where you're coming from. Of course, it's an investment that you are going to make, and you are going to take a leap of faith. I would also recommend that check out our YouTube channel. We have been running a YouTube channel for 10 months now. It has a lot of videos. Some are training videos, some are live demos. Look at all that and see if it makes sense. Makes sense. Meets your needs, and then I look forward to hearing from you. I look forward to hearing from you on this. I'm interested in knowing more. Only training for the tool itself. Okay. Training for the tool itself, again, as you see, there are so many strategies, right? This is one strategy, two strategies, 3 and 4. This super scalper has 2 strategies built in, and that's contrarian. It has 2 strategies, 2 to 4, 5, 6, and if you turn all these off, it's a default is one strategy by itself. If all these are turned off, you can still take automated trades. So 6, 7 strategies are there. Now 7 strategies we have to use in the right market condition. So unfortunately, it's not that I can teach you the tool in one sitting or in one video. Which strategy to use for which market condition comes with some kind of training. Maybe I could consider. I had considered once to give out the light version for trial. Light version will have only one ATM. it will have only one strategy, no other strategies. It will not have scale in, it will not have aggressive mode. It will be just basic, so that people can get a feel of it. So I had considered once, but I had not done that. But if there is enough interest, just for a bare bone trial, so that we don't have to spend too much time on training the software or telling you which market it will work and which it will not. It'll give you just one strategy and one market condition to try it on. Maybe that will be a trial that I might consider. But again, at this moment, we are not offering. So send me an email, please, with your request and what you are aiming, and then definitely I will see if it makes sense for us to offer it. Bot parameter is only 1 week trial. Yeah. Okay. Or something for NQ will do. Okay. I see. Okay. Let me think about it. Okay. Sure. I got your point. Feel free to add anything else that you want to understand. Or basically tell me your experience. Tell me a little bit about yourself, your trading experience, what you have been trading. You looks like you have been trading futures. How has your journey been? What kind of issues you have faced? Or you already write bots yourself? Okay, so then perhaps you don't need it. Then you don't need the bot, right? Then perhaps you need only the training. You don't have to purchase the bot. You get only the training then. Maybe then more than the software, you need training as to how to read the market. So I think we need to learn more about you and your exact need. It doesn't look like software is your need. Maybe I'm wrong, but I would like to learn more. Other questions? Okay. Oh, I see. VPS cloud desktop. No, it is not a cloud desktop. No, it is not a cloud desktop. It is a software that will be installed on your computer. It is a software that will be. So no, you'll not be trading on the cloud. I wouldn't recommend at this moment, at least. We do not have that powerful cloud-based system. There is usually a latency and lag. So data feed is better. Data feed to your computer is better. So yeah, it's a software installed on your computer on your NinjaTrader platform. So anything else? Well, thank you very much for joining. You stayed close to 2 hours. This is perhaps the longest webinar I had in a long time. So thanks for all your interest, and for the because I had higher participation today, I kind of went in detail. The more the number of people, I like to teach more or share more in the webinar. So thanks again for joining. I give back your time. I hope you have a great rest of the weekend, and I will leave this slide on so you can take the email address. It's info@slivertrades.com, and phone number is 331-255-3656 if you want to text us. So have a great weekend. Thanks for joining again. Bye now.